Another Class 3 coming up as race number 8 on the programme, the second last at Happy Valley and the second last for the season as well. 1,800 metres for the 8th, headed by a Giant Turtle. Alfred Chan taking £10 off his back. He'll roll forward, even drawing barrier 11. True Grit has won his last 4 starts over the 1650. Tashadelic, blinkers go on. He was odds on and beaten favourite over the 2,200 metres last time out. Vigor Fame, last time out winner over this trip at Sha Tin though. Zhang Bai Chi goes up in trip here, course and distance for the first time. Travel First won this course and distance at a big price back in April. Salto Olympico, last start winner here. That was over the 2,200 metres. And down to Tangmere, who was 4th behind True Grit. He's been behind him in his last 2 starts. In actual fact, Vincent Ho will ride from barrier 12. True Grit and Travel First, the horses that have been up at Chung Fa.
There's been a few in this race that have trialled since their last start. Tashadelic, Salto Olympico, Rule the Roost, and that's it. Party Together was another one, but he's not getting a run. Some pace here. Vigor Fame, Salto Olympico, both last start winners. You've got Travel First, who's always fairly prominent. Giant Turtle will have to roll forward, so there is a long run down that home straight, as we know, and they'll run past a yelling crowd in the beer garden after travelling 200, and that should spur a bit more speed into the race potentially as well.
Could well do. Here is True Grit. He's just going really well at the moment. Look, he looked like he was going to get beaten last time, but he's a real fighter, this horse. He put his head down right at the right time and kept the race, or won the race, I should say. So the 1,800 looks ideal for him, and he's in great form at the moment. Tashadelic, he's going down back straight here, ride for Zach Purton. He's come up pretty short, 2.3. It was actually odds on earlier on, so Zach Purton, John Moore. He did get beaten by Salto Olympico last time, but look, they're going to try the blinkers on him, and here is Salto Olympico. He's the one on the inside there, and he's going really nicely, this horse, and he's 25 to 1, so big price for him, I thought.
All right.
Smell a long shot.
We'll come back and have a look at that race in a moment or so. We'll start off with True Grit, Tangmere, Last Kingdom and Kung Fu Master Pandas. This is a 1650, up to the 1,800 for the first time. Don't
think it'll be an issue really for True Grit. He's going along pretty well. I think Last Kingdom off a good barrier has got some chance. He was favourite a few times, sort of 3-4 runs ago. Tangmere is still a work in progress, and Kung Fu Master hasn't kicked anything at the moment. He's just kicking the punter really. He's been struggling.
Yeah, good win again from True Grit, and 4 in a row now for him. 1,800 looks ideal, and I think John Size can win this race.
OK, moving on to Vigor Fame, who brings some winning form to the table as well. And Giant Turtle, with a lighter weight, so he's supposed to be carrying 133, drops with a £10 claim. He'll give you a good sight.
Yeah, you would suggest that Tony Millard will probably tell his apprentice to sort of go to the front if he can and try and rate, and then build the speed from about the 500 on Giant Turtle. Whether he gets pressured from Vigor Fame, we'll have to wait and see. Vigor Fame won well at a big price here at Sha Tin, and he's a horse that's got a bit of a liking for the Valley, even though he hasn't won there.
No, he hasn't, has he? Look, I want to see him do it again, Vigor Fame, so I'm happy to watch him. I think he will take on Giant Turtle, and they'll set the race up. OK, Salto Olympico, this last start win. This is 2,200 metres. Tashadelic was favourite for this race, and Giant Turtle once more. Can he do it again, I suppose? Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think, look, he's coming back down and trip, I think, is OK for him, 1,800 metres. He did win nicely enough over the ultimate trip here. Tashadelic had his chance to run him down, and he couldn't. So back to 1,800 of the two, and looking at the prices, I'm more interested in Salto Olympico.
I think the drop in trip might be against him, just for me. I think because they're coming back to 1,800, there'll be a few more up on the pace, and I'm not sure that Salto Olympico will quite get it as comfortable. But he is in form, the stable's in form as well, so I can't sort of knock him too much.
All right, OK. One more to take a check on before we put the numbers up, and that's Rule the Roost with jockey Alberto Sanna.
Alberto Rule the Roost, he's a horse you know well, hasn't raced for a couple of months. You rode him in a recent trial. How did he feel to you?
Yeah, the horse is quite nice. I like him, and his trial for me it was very good. He got a busy season, and is coming to his last race of this year, and he loves the Valley, and unfortunately after my injury I couldn't ride him in his next winner, and then he's stepping up in class, so now he's a bit more tougher in the class 3, but I believe the horse is still got a little chance.
Do you feel he's improved since he's got to Happy Valley?
Yes, because when he used to run in Sha Tin, he was a bit tense and nervous. in Happy Valley I found him more quietly, and he can hit the line strongly. So I think in this race the tempo will suit us, and hopefully I'll be there to win with him again. We'll be very happy.
There's a couple of other horses in the race you've ridden recently, the likes of Last Kingdom and also Shanghai Chi. Was it your decision, though, to go with Rule the Roost in this race?
The decision is from my heart, because the owner of Rule the Roost, they're always very kind with me, even at the bad time and the tough time. Just always asking me how I am, and also because I always ride that horse, and I really like him, and I believe, this season already for me was quite a disaster. And I prefer to give the priority to the person which was next to me in the tough times. So this was my decision. Even if I have to do 117 and have to lose a bit of weight, but I will do with my happiness and I try my best to do everything to get good results. Probably it will be a nice story to end up well with him.
It certainly would be, yeah. There's Alberto Sanna with Rule the Roost. Our favourite, though, Paul, is Tashadelic over True Grit at this stage.
Yeah, I think True Grit can beat him. Tashadelic's still a maiden, and so True Grit is won 4 in a row, and 1800 looks ideal. So he's on top. So do Olympico. He's a winner over 1800 before, as is Rule the Roost. And Tangmere, I put him there for 4th with the lightweight. I think he's going nicely enough as well at the moment as well. So I'll leave the favourite out. 2, 10, 11, 12.
Fair enough. I put him in. I went 3 to beat 2, 9 and 11. But again, it could be a tricky little race. Tashadelic, True Grit. I think Last Kingdom drawn 2 can run a better race at a bit of a price. And we heard there from Mr. Sanna. I think Rule the Roost is worth including as well. So 3, 2, 9, 11.
All right, same cue as you, Brett, just the other way around. 2 to beat 3. For me, True Grit. So another one back here for John Size. John Moore wins race 7. John Size wins race number 8, which means we've got one more to go.
Before
I don't know. Race number 9 plus all the best bets. That comes up next.